What's going on, everyone? Good morning and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be reviewing Saturday, June 5th MLB games. I believe we got 15 of them. I honestly didn't count, but it was Saturday. There were no double headers and every team must have played, right? So I didn't count them, but I assume there's 15. What else is there going to be? Not too much other poppin' news to go off, so we're probably just going to jump right into these games. Before we do, scroll down there. Join the community, like and subscribe for the video. It's helping the community grow. We're looking for people from all sorts of teams to join in the discussion. That's really the dream of the channel. So hopefully if you're new or if you're old, go down there, like that video. First game of the night, we have the Tigers 4, White Sox 3. The White Sox were out 1-0. And you would think they were heavy favorites coming into this, that they were going to continue to roll, but Detroit continues to be upset central. After sweeping the Yankees last week, they're giving the White Sox a run for their money, and even after yesterday, they almost had a shot at winning that one. Hase had a 2-home run performance. He's up to 7 on the season, and Miggy Cabrera hits his 5th of the season, so he's closing in closer and closer to that 500 club. For the White Sox, we have no home runs, so it was all just generated runs, and they were down 4-1 in the 6th. Came as close as 4-3, but believe it or not, the Detroit bullpen closed the door. Skubal picks up his 3rd win of the season, going 5, 1 earned run, 11 Ks. He had a very good performance. And then, like I said, the bullpen comes in, closes the door. Cisnero, first save of the season. Giolito on the other side goes 7, 4 earned run, 9 Ks in his loss, and now 5-5 on the season. Reds 5, Cardinals 2. Reds now win back to back against the Cardinals. I think that's 3 in a row now they're on quite a bit of a streak. They're getting closer to 500, whereas the Cardinals are the exact same. They're getting closer to 500, but not in the good way. For the Reds, we have India hitting his 5th home run of the season. That's back-to-back nights now that he's gone deep. And then Suarez, his 13th of the season. And the Cardinals, they're home run list, but Arenado, probably the top performance, 3-hit, 2 RBI nights, but it's not enough. Oviedo goes 4, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Tyler Mahle, 7 innings pitched, 200 runs, 8 Ks. He's had some sort of season for the Reds here. He's doing very well. Sims coming in for his 5th save of the season. Blue Jays 6, Astros 2. So the Blue Jays come in after getting beat up pretty bad last night or the day before by the Astros. They come on with a nice big win, and they're going to be heading into Sunday for the rubber match, which realistically is a pretty big game for the power rankings, because the power rankings are coming out today, all that stuff. So it's going to be very fun. Joe Panik gets his 2nd home run of the season. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. retakes the home run lead. He's now up to 18 on the season. Will he be the first one to hit 20? Very much could be, unless someone goes on a streak here. Ross Stripling goes 5, 1 earned runs, 4 Ks. So now that's 3 outings in a row for Stripling that he's performed relatively well and put the Jays in a chance to win. Urquidy on the other side, 4.1, 6 earned runs, 5 Ks. He gets beat around by these Blue Jays, including Vladdy. Vladdy had a 3-hit, 2 RBI performance. Semien multiple hit night, and the Blue Jays take a nice win there. Indians 10, Orioles 4, snapping the Orioles' huge win streak that they were on. 3 games. I'm kind of being facetious here. Mullins, 2 home run performance. He is being amazing for these Baltimore Orioles. Cedric Mullins, 5-hit night, 3.14 average this season, by far cementing his spot top of this lineup. Got to be something positive for the Orioles, at least in that case. Cleveland was out 7-2 after 3 innings here. A big part of that, Cesar Hernandez, a 9th home run of the season. Ramirez, his 3rd home run of the season, and Chang, his 1st of the season. But the big story here is John Means, and as if the Orioles season couldn't get any worse, Means left in the 1st inning here after 2 earned runs. No update that I saw yet, so if someone sees that, but it's pretty devastating for the Orioles. Pretty much one of their bigger highlights of their pitching staff, at least. Cavalli goes 6, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. In the win, he's now 8-2 on the season. Tampa Bay bouncing back after getting beat up by the Rangers a little bit here. They go back to what they do best, a nice pitching performance and a 3-0 win. Margot hits his 5th home run of the season, and that's pretty much it. Rich Hill continues to be young Rich Hill. He's performing very well. 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks. His ERA is now down to 3.05. I remember earlier in the season when it was definitely inflated. And then you see the Rays bring in their solid bullpen with all the holds, all the saves. Castillo coming in for that 9th save of the season. They do rotate around how they use people in different roles, so it's 9 is still high to definitely come in from this Rays team. Allard for the Rangers goes 5, 2 earned runs in the loss, and there's that. Phillies 5, Nationals 2, and Nationals got out to a 1-0 lead here, and I'm like, okay, Nationals might really be putting the heat on this division, taking a bunch of division wins and whatnot, but Phillies made sure that was not the case today. They put up a 4 spot in the 4th, and they're very happy to see Bryce Harper back in their lineup. He had a 1-hit, 1 RBI performance. Josh Bell for the Nationals hits his 8th of the season, and McCutchen, he joins the 10 home run club in this game and has a nice 3-run home run off of Joe Ross, who goes 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. So that home run, 3 runs were not earned. Howard on the other side goes 2.1, 0 earned runs. And then the bullpen comes in for the Phillies. I don't say that a lot, but they come in and close the door. Pirates 8, Marlins 7, and this one was back and forth, and it had to take 12 innings to find a closure. Pittsburgh was up 2-0, and then Marlins were up 5-2, and then it was 6-5, and then back, and then Marlins throw up one in the top of the 9th, sending it to the 10th, where they both exchange runs. Aguilar has a amazing night, 4-hit, 2 RBI performance. And then for the Pirates, we have pretty much spread out offense, and Stallings was the highlight with 2 hits. Nothing too crazy. Aguilar goes for his 11th home run of the season, Jazz Chisholm his 7th of the season, and Alfaro his 2nd of the season. We don't talk about it often, but this time the Marlins put up a couple of home runs, which is, like I said, rare. Trevor Rogers goes 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, and then no decision. And DeJong for the Pirates goes 5 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. And then the bullpen comes in, closes the door while the offense closes the gap. And it's another blown save situation, his 3rd of the season for Garcia. And then the Pirates walk off in the bottom of the 12th. And that's all she wrote. Pirates win that one. Back-to-back wins for them. Twins 5, Royals 4, and the Twins, they're playing spoiler really at this point, and they're spoiling the chances of Kansas City coming back and being in a part of this division. It was 2-2 after 2. Twins took a lead in the 3rd, and then KC bounced back in the bottom of the 5th and take their own lead. But Minnesota was late. They put up 2 more runs in that 6th inning, which is the difference. A Sano home run, his 11th of the season, was the difference in this one. Garlick also hits his 5th, and Jeffers hits his 2nd. We have none for Kansas City. Mike Minor goes 7 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, and 5 strikeouts. Big story here, he gave up 3 home runs. Barrios picks up his 6th win of the season. Continues to be the Twins' best pitcher, but he's kind of expected going into the season, I would think. Maybe competing with Maeda, but he's had a rough season, right? 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks for him, and the Twins pick up a nice win. Brewers 7, D-backs 5, and with the Cardinals losing and the Cubs losing, the Brewers winning against the D-backs, I think they tie the Cubs up in the division. So keep your eye out. This division is heating up. Arizona was up 2-0, and Milwaukee in the bottom of the 4th put up 3 to take the lead, and added some insurance in the 6th. However, Diamondbacks came back firing in that 7th inning, and if it wasn't for this 8th inning 2 spot, they'd be going to extras. Dames hits his 8th home run of the season. Yelich is back, and big part of this performance, hits his 3rd of the season. Navarez hits his 6th of the season for the Brewers. On the other side, Rojas hit 2 home runs himself. He's up to 7, and Escobar up to 14, leading the team in home runs. Merrill Kelly goes 6, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks, and then no decision. Woodruff, one of his rougher outings, but I guess it was Suter who really let the runs pour in. Woodruff goes 5, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. I really thought he was a big part of that, but I would have been wrong. Moving along, we got the Giants 4, the Cubs 3, and I think it's time, boys. You're going to see tonight we might have a new team on top of the power rankings, and they're just powering their way through right now. Taking 2 in a row here from the Cubs. And at least going to be a split, a series at worst, and they're going to possibly win the series. I'm starting to wonder, as I'm talking here, did they actually even lose that first game to the Cubs? I thought they did, and now I have to look because I'm going a little crazy when I'm talking. I don't want this whole video to be wrong. I swore they lost. No, they've won. So they've won 3 in a row against the Cubs, who were probably one of baseball's hottest teams coming in. Alex Dickerson hits his 6th home run of the season, and that's back-to-back nights for him. And you can see here, like looking at the depth that Giants have, they brought in a lot of different guys throughout the game. Wisdom for the Cubs hits his 5th of the season. Gosman goes 7 and 0 earned runs and 10 Ks. He is trying to put his name in that Cy Young, but we're going to get to it in a second. He has some tough competition. Cole Stewart, 3.23 earned runs, 5 Ks in the loss. And once the Giants got that 4-run lead, it was hard. The Cubs did threaten in the top of the 9th. They added 1, but they couldn't add that second one to force extras, and now they're on a little bit of a 3-game losing streak here. Braves 6, Dodgers 4, and it was a 5 spot against Kershaw that was really a difference here, and they got out to a 5-1 lead. And the Dodgers answered back pretty quickly with 3 runs of their own, but it was not enough, and they didn't manage to put up any more runs after that. We have a home run for Almonte. It was the only one. It was a pinch hit home run in that 7th inning off Trenian. Kind of a big part of it. Kershaw gets his 5th loss of the season, 6 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 9 Ks. Charlie Morton has a nice outing. He's now 5-2 on the season, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and 5 Ks for himself. And then the holds come in, and Will Smith comes in, strikes out the side for his 10th save of the season. Red Sox 7, Yankees 3, and that's back-to-back wins for the Red Sox against the Yankees. And it was a nice birthday present for one of the commenters out there, one of the fans. So congratulations on that. And the Red Sox already have locked up a series win against the Yankees, and they'll go for the full sweep today. Hopefully, for that fan, we'll hope to see that. Delback gets his 6th home run of the season, whereas Torres gets his 3rd of the season. The Yankees were out to a lead here, 2-0, and then in the 6th, the Boston put up that nice 3 spot, and the Yankees tied it up immediately. So we're tied up going into the 8th, but the Boston offense comes very, very much alive and puts up that 4 spot. Taillon, 5.13 earned runs, 3 Ks, and then Eduardo Rodriguez, 5.13 earned runs, 7 Ks. Both guys did enough to get their teams into the later games in a tie, and the bullpens come through. Barnes gets his 14th save of the season. Poor Chad Green gives up that 4 earned runs and now is 0-4 on the season. Oakland 6, Rockies 3, and Oakland got out to 2-1 lead after 1. Added a couple more in the 3rd, another one in the 5th, and the Rockies couldn't add their own runs. They added 2, but too little, too late. Rogers hitting his 1st home run of the season, a 2-run shot in that 7th inning. Matt Olson, he's up to 15. He hit one off of Freeland in the 1st, and Pinder hit his 3rd of the season. Freeland goes 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout for a really rough performance. His ERA is up to 6.23. Irwin gets his 4th win of the season, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 5 Ks. And Oakland has a little bit of a streak going, and with Houston losing, they're fanning that lead. Angels 12, Mariners 5, and this one was Mariners falling apart. 1-0 in, we go to the top of the 4th, but the Mariners put up a grand slam, a 5-run spot, and they take a 5-1 lead, and you think, okay, based on how things have been going, this is probably going to be a win for the Mariners, but lo and behold, the Angels put up 1, and then they put up 2, and then they put up 2, and then 1, and then they end it with a 5 spot, and their offense just comes completely alive in this game. Ohtani hitting his 16th of the season, coming off his start yesterday. Stassi hits his 2nd, Ward his 5th, so a couple of home runs for the Angels. And then for Seattle, the grand slam goes to Fraley, his 2nd of the season, coming in that 6th spot. But after that, there wasn't much hits from the Mariners. They had a total of 4 hits in the game, whereas the Angels had 15. Alex Cobb goes 7, 5 earned runs, 6 Ks in the win. And then Kikuchi goes 4, 2 earned runs, 8 Ks. But they can't get him out of that 4th, and they only let him go 64 pitches. Maybe they should have thought about maybe sticking him in a little bit longer because the bullpen gets destroyed. destroyed. We talked about this a little bit a couple games ago. The Cy Young, Gosman. We'll just scroll right down to it because deGrom goes 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 11 strikeouts. Musgrove goes 5, 3 earned runs, 10 Ks. Both these guys have had an amazing season. But deGrom, 0.62 ERA. At one point in this game, the bottom of the fourth, the bases were loaded with 2 out, and deGrom gets out of it unscathed. And that's the momentum spark that the team needed, because the next inning they hit back-to-back home runs with Pereza and Lindor, and pretty much give deGrom a few extra outs and no runs and let him get out of that situation undamaged. You're gonna lose, and that's what happens in this case. Mets add another one in the 6th, another one in the 9th, but the bullpen for the Mets gets in. Lugo goes in for 1, and then Diaz for the other one. And it's GG. Mets win and continue to take a stranglehold on this National League East. But that breaks up, what was it, June 5th MLB Games. I think we did 15 of them. But yeah, make sure you guys check this out. Check out these up. We do them every morning. But also, most importantly, tonight, the power rankings are coming out. They're back. They're not going to be what's there because that's just somewhat of a preview. So make sure you check that out, and we'll see you guys for the next video.